I'll show you first of all the round set of the diffuser that we just saw Jess using as well. So what Stacey has done is she's put the stamps, the circle stamps with the fabulous diffuser here as well. So your radiant dye as well. So it's an amazing set. If I turn it around, and what I'll do actually is show you the full stamp that you're getting. So this is the diffuser tool, okay? And if I show you this, look at everything that you're getting here. You've got this gorgeous large stamp, which, you know, looks a little bit like fossil, but then it could also look like shells, could look like sunbursts. I mean, there's so many different ways you can look at this, and it's really, really beautiful. So there it is with your beautiful metallics and embossing powders there as well. Absolutely stunning. Just $29.99. Here it is again in completely different colours. Just lovely. I mean, the dye on its own is the stamp and dye set is $24.99 on its own. So essentially, in this small bundle, you're getting your brand new diffuser tool for £5, which is kind of bonkers, really, Jess.
It is. Amazing. You get so much. Honestly, even just in that stamp set, I think there's something like 6 sentiments or something.
Sending you sunshine. I appreciate you, wishing you everything wonderful, always here for you, and you've been in my thoughts. So you've got something, you've got a lovely spread there, haven't you?
Yeah, exactly. Something for everybody, and yeah, the fact that you have the emboss and diffuse shape, you have all of those stamps, and then you do have that die cut as well.
Yeah.
So again, I keep saying it, but options. You have so many options with that. Obviously, you want the starter pack as well, but to add that extra shape, I think it would be definitely worth grabbing at least 2 of them.
Yeah, definitely. So there is. That's your circles, okay? We're talking of that starter set. If we go to that one next, is that okay, Ellie? Because this is, if you're wanting to get your emboss and diffuse set, you will need to get this one. If you haven't gone for the big bundle, if you haven't gone for the I Want It All bundle, this is one that you'll definitely need to get, because this is where you've got the frame, okay? And this frame will work with all of the other emboss and diffuse, okay? This comes with your gorgeous mountain high stamp and die set. And I'm just in love with this in a big, big way. It's such a beautiful one. If I just turn this around once again so you can see everything that you're getting. Because this is really clever, isn't it, Jess? You've got your reflection.
Yeah, so we demoed this one yesterday, but yeah, the way that this one's been designed is really clever, because actually I thought, oh, well, I've stamped the top bit, I can just flip my stamps and I'll get the symmetrical stamp. No, silly me, didn't think about that would not be symmetrical. So yeah, Stacey's really thought about giving you the upper part and the reflection in there, so you can do that symmetry with like a sunset or a landscape design, and it's really, really fun to play with, and we did a whole demo on that yesterday, so if you want to go back and check that out.
It's so gorgeous. I mean, these are just going straight in the frame on the wall, aren't they?
100%.
Lovely.
Yeah, and you can completely change up the look and feel just by changing up the colours.
Yeah.
Like every single one of those cards looks so different just by changing up from like an orangey to greens to purples, whatever that might be.
That would be a lovely idea, actually.
Yeah.
So you could do a little set of 4 of them, different parts of the day or different seasons, couldn't you?
So that would be so cute.
Absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
love this. Lots of you coming through for it as well. It's super limited, okay? What Ellie will do, you have got the individuals there too. If you just want the stamp, you will be able to get that on our website as well, so you can go and grab that now. And again, the stamp set on its own is $24.99. So with the starter set, you're getting the frame and you're getting that embossed and diffused brand new tool as well. They're $39.99 in total, so it's just superb. So come on in and grab them. That's your rectangle, okay? Then we've got your oval. And another beautiful, beautiful stamp set here as well. Just everything's so well thought out, isn't it, Jess?
It is,
so lovely.
Yeah, I love the fact that you've got that bigger pattern background that you can play with. You can add your die cut on top of there, but then you can also use the stamp that works with the emboss and diffuse, all your sentiments. I mean, it is just so well thought out, the way that it all kind of works together.
Yeah.
And then you can pick and choose which options you want to play with.
That's it. And it's great, actually. I'm glad you just said that, because I don't think I'd even probably noticed. But look, you can, of course, mix and match them, can't you?
Yeah, 100%.
So
yeah,
fit there with the rectangle and with the oval.
Exactly. Yeah. So other than popping the embossing folder in the background on that orange one, that is all using those 2 sets, basically.
Yeah.
It's fab. So, yeah.
It's so fantastic. found these have all proved really popular in their pairs. Our smaller bundle of embossing folders and stencils is also really, really popular today. And the I Want It All bundle is flying out the door as well. So come on in. You've got options. You've got choices. You just have to choose which one is right for you. And if you're sitting at home scratching your head thinking, well, how on earth do I choose? I definitely want everything. Then get it all.
Exactly,
That's the way
yeah.
to do it. And actually, that's what's about to go on screen for you right now. And then we can see it all in action once again. If you've got any questions, I'd just like to invite you as well. We are live or interactive here at HobbyMaker. So if you aren't just flicking through the channels, if you just stumbled across us, welcome to the show. Lovely to have you here. This is the I Want It All bundle that you can see on screen right now. So you've got your 3D embossing folders, all of those layering stencils to go with them as well. They all correspond beautifully. You've got all of the brand new emboss and diffuse tools as well, all the stamps and the dies. It's an absolutely massive collection. And now over 65% of our stock has gone. So definitely check it out. If it's in your baskets, if you're on the phones, speak to our call centre about the split pay, but let's see it in action once again. So what are you going to use this time, Jen?
Okay, so I wanted to show you guys how you can use your stamps in a different way, aside from using them with your emboss and diffuse like we did with the previous demo. So this one I thought I would use that gorgeous diamond, and I'm going to stamp first just on a plain white piece of cardstock. So that smooth white cardstock that we showed you guys earlier. And I'm going to take this big design here, and I'm just going to place that there. And I'm actually going to use some embossing powder to emboss this. So I'm going to take my little staticky bag and just run that over there. So I've got no static or anything on there, so it's going to emboss and stamp really nicely. Then just taking a clear embossing ink pad or a sticky ink pad. I'm going to...
So is that a Versamark?
Yeah, so something like that. Yeah. So anything like that will do. Just a sticky clear embossing ink pad. And I'm just going to do that a few times just to make sure that that is fully there. So don't worry if you can't see it for now. I promise we will be able to later. But I just want to make sure we've got a nice clean stamp basically.
See, that's the great thing though, and actually it shows why that tool is so fantastic, because even when you can't see the ink,
Exactly.
you're confident it's going in exactly
Yeah,
the right place,
because of that hinge detail at the top, I know that if I don't move this cardstock and I don't take my stamp off the stamping plate, I'm going to get that perfect precision every single time, which is fantastic. So it's just one less thing for me to worry about, which is great. And that's what I love about Sizzix tools and Sizzix products. Like, we want to solve all of these problems for everybody and make it accessible to absolutely everybody, in the sense that if you're a beginner, you can still give it a go. You can still create something amazing. Like, even if you're not a pro or you're not as confident, like, you don't need to worry, because actually the tool does all the hard work for you.
That's it, and you are creative. I think I always have that conversation with people. Someone says, oh, when they ask what I do or something, and say, oh, I'd love that, but I'm just not creative at all. I'm like, yes, you are. Everyone's creative.
Literally.
You can definitely do it.
Yeah, everybody can give it a go. I mean, we do little sessions with like our sales teams and things like that all the time.
Yeah.
And you'd be amazed at what everybody can produce.
Yeah.
Even if they say, oh, I'm not very crafty, they'll show me what they've made after, and I'm like, that's really good.
Yeah.
Like, don't put yourself down.
And I bet the ones who were least confident at the beginning almost feel quite sort of like, oh, yeah. They get the most excitement out of it as well, don't they?
Exactly, yeah. It's a really nice confidence boost when you do it correctly.
Definitely.
So,
what's that cool little thing?
So I've just got one of our funnel trays, so that's going to catch all my embossing powder.
Oh, that's clever.
And I'm just going to take a white or clear embossing powder, just going over there like that. And we're just going to make sure that's covered the entire thing. Okay. And then I just give it a little bit of a, make sure all of that's come off. And then I'm going to heat that, and then the fun bit, we're going to add just shows a different way that you can use these stamps. And again, just showing you all of those options. So let's just heat that. Not switched on at the plug, which is usually the case.
It's usually me, just knock it off with my foot.
So we're just going to heat that. And you'll see that change colour. So we're just going for an all white of
How do
this.
you know when it's ready, Jess? When you
So it just slightly changes colour. You'll see it. Like, it's harder to see obviously with the white. When you've got like a silver or a gold or something, you'll be able to see it really well.
okay.
But yeah, it just changes colour ever so slightly, and you'll see the powder kind of melt together. So yeah, so keep going. I'm only going to do some of it because I've actually got one that's already done. So I've got one that I prepared earlier, like so, and we can now add some inks and do some fun bits on it. So I'm going to grab some rainbow inks, and I'm going to do a little bit of a rainbow over that. So let's take a purple, and I want like a darker blue, and we're just going to literally ink a little rainbow, and you can use whatever inks you like. But you can see now where we've embossed, you'll start to see that kind of pop.
That is very cool. So it's almost like a wax resist or like batik.
Yes,
effect, isn't it?
yeah, a little bit. And I think you could do these with any of those stamps in that collection, but it's just a really nice new take on it, basically.
Yeah.
So
Oh, I love that.
you can do that all one colour, you can mix and match it, whatever you would like to do. Oh, that's getting my little...
It just shows again, it's like you said right at the start, it's all about choice and options, and you've got so much with this collection, haven't you?
100%, yeah.
You'll never run out of ideas and inspiration.
I think this little tool's on the show as well, actually.
It is, yeah. We've got so you've got two different sides for it, haven't you? Which is handy.
Yeah, so I've actually got two. So because I wanted to make it double-sided, and they just literally twist off onto the main tool. And then you can change up the sponges depending on your colours, which is great. So the middle section is our multi-tool, and then this little bit is your blending head attachment. And it just twists on, and then you can pick up your sponge. So I've got...
So with the multi-tool, we're just putting the multi-tool on screen now. Yeah. So that's the centre part, and you're going to get, with this, your paper ruffers for sort of edges. I don't know if that's the correct term.
Close enough.
No, close enough. There we go. You're also getting your craft knife. And then what's the other little tool there as well?
So you've got your craft knife in there. Yeah, you've got your distress tool. Then you have got a little stopper on there, so you can have it one-sided and just have it looking like a uniform kind of pen or something like that. I think that's just a cap for your craft knife.
Your craft knife. Brilliant.
On there.
And then we do have the sponge tool attachment as well. And that's what Jess is just using. And Jess was saying she's gone for two of those so that she can make it double-ended when she's doing the sponging. So it's there for you, $10.99. MG1S83 is your code for that. So you can go for one, you can go for two, you can go for a few if you like. But there we go. It's all there for you.
Yeah, it's kind of an essential as well. Like if you are looking at getting any of the stencils or the I Want It All bundle or anything like that, it again makes life really easy, because you can just kind of change out your colours and change out the heads, and you don't need to worry about it too much. About getting that kind of perfect blend, because it does it for you.
Looks really comfy to hold as well.
Yeah, it is. It's like a naturally quite ergonomic to hold, like just kind of like a pen or a pencil. So you can see we've got that lovely little rainbow effect going on now.
That looks fantastic.
Which is really fun. I'm going to place that onto my card front, and then we can take the die cut and some of the other stamps from the set and add our sentiment. So I'm just going to place that onto my card background.
I love that, edge to edge, and then those curved.
It looks so good,
Colours
doesn't
are
it?
beautiful, yeah.
But so
Right.
simple, yet so effective, which is great. So we can take that die that actually comes with the set. So I'm going to cut that. I'm wondering if I might stamp it first, actually. Let's stamp it first.
Is that kind of just a preference thing if you stamp it first?
I find that it's just literally like whatever you prefer to do.
Yeah.
You can stamp it first, then cut it, or cut it and then stamp it. Honestly, it does not matter. It still works in the same way. It is just completely up to you and what you prefer to do. Right. So, yeah, completely personal. No right or wrong.
Yeah.
So you can take the outline.
Oh, Marilyn's just asking, hi, does the Circle Coordinations bundle set come with the diffuser plate?
The stamp set.
Let's have a little look. So the Circle, it does, I think, do you mean about the frame? So if you're wanting to get the starter set, where you get the whole frame, that's the rectangle, isn't it? But the Circle stamp set, you have got a bundle there where you can get the stamp and the die set and the diffuser plate with it as well. Okay, so is this the one you're talking about, Marilyn, my darling? That's there for you, okay. NKXC73 is your code for this one, okay. There we go. And if that's not answered your question, message in again and we'll get that for you, okay. Hope that helps.
Because I know Stacey has had some circular dies in the past.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if you're talking about that. If you are, then no, that doesn't come with it. But
you do get that circular die, don't you?
Yes, but you do get the one circular die in there that'll cut to that perfect shape.
Perfect.
So, but yeah, you do also get obviously all those stamps that correspond with it as well. Right. So we're just going to cut this out and pop this onto our finished card. So again, using my Stacey machine. So I was using it for my emboss and diffuse before. I'm now going to use it for just a thinlits die. So I'm just going to layer that up, place that on there.
And you said the machine takes the big dies as well.
Yes.
Because it's got that wider mouth.
Exactly, yeah. But it can still do my wafer thin dies, so my thinlits dies, and that is what a majority of what other companies will also produce. So you can use so many other people's dies in this big shot machine as well, which is great.
You're kind of future-proofed with it, aren't you?
It really does, yeah. It just kind of covers all bases, covers all grounds, and then you don't really need to worry about it too much. Yeah. The only thing is not going to fit through this machine is anything that's wider. So anything that's like an A4, that will require like an A4. But honestly, 95% of what you're going to be using, what we produce anyway, will fit through this machine. Yeah. So like for your regular everyday crafter, I mean, I think this is going to cover everything that you could possibly want, which is great. So, yeah, it's definitely a no-brainer if you don't already have one in your collection. But if you do and you just want a slight little upgrade on that design, great opportunity to do that. I'm just going to place that there. I do have one that's got slightly less grubby fingers on that I did earlier.
I didn't know, small fingers, isn't it?
Yeah, I've not done too bad. There's a little bit of my inky hands. But you can see how we've got that design stamped into there, inked over the top. We're using whatever inks you want to. And then we've also used that die cut. So everything just from that stamp set. But again, if you're getting the bundle, it also works with your emboss and diffuse. You could use your embossing folders, whatever you want to as well. But this just shows how you can use it completely separately as well.
I love that. And I love that sentiment as well. Oh, yeah. It's so good. It's all there for you. It's absolutely incredible. So come on in and grab it. And listen, if you're just tuning in, if you're just joining us and you're thinking, oh my goodness, what have we got here? I'm going to flip through absolutely everything so you see everything that you're getting within the bundle, okay? So we're going to start with the 3D embossing folders, okay? So you've got your beautiful flowers here, okay? You've got this lovely set as well. Do you see the geometric shapes and the patterns in there as well? These are absolutely gorgeous. Lots of these are very close to selling out as individuals as well. So, in fact, yeah, this one afar has now sold out individually. And then you've got your corresponding stencils. So these are layering stencils from Sizzix, which work absolutely beautifully. This one has also sold out on its own. Then you've got your flowers, and these layer up. If you missed yesterday's show, Jess shows you this one in action. So you see how it all works. You see how the layering stencils work, and it's really well worth watching actually. After 9 o'clock tonight, then go back. You can rewatch any of our shows here on HobbyMaker. They're all on our website and on YouTube, of course, as well. So that's your layering stencils as well, which work with them. And then we come on to stamp and die sets. So this is your circles, sending you sunshine, absolutely beautiful. And again, I'll just show you inside so you can see everything you're getting, because you're getting that huge stamp. You've got the circular die, you've got the stamp there as well with the edges, which all works perfectly with your emboss and diffuse tool, which you're also going to be getting. So you've got the circle here as well. Okay, so that's your first of the emboss and diffuse tools. Okay, then you've got, there you go, absolutely fabulous. Then you've got your other stamp set as well, which is amazing. This is the landscape, the mountain high, really, really beautiful, very hopeful kind of image as well here. And we'll try and show you some more samples if we have time before the end of the show as well. And this one comes with your starter, your rectangle. So the rectangle is the one which has the frame in it as well. So if you're not going for the big I want it all bundle, and you're wanting to try the emboss and diffuse technique, you will need to get the rectangular one, because this is the one that has the frame in it. Okay, so this is here for you as well, of course, with that beautiful stamp and all of those gorgeous sentiments as well. That's in there for you. If you do just want something, so $29.99, it is there for you if you want to get hold of that. Okay, then you've got your diamond that we've just seen Jess using in this show as well, and this one comes with the stamp and die set as well. So all of this is in the I Want It All bundle, remember. There's just so much for you, so many different sentiments as well, which will all work obviously with their own set, but you can mix and match. You know, you can use them with each other as well and experiment. It's like Jess said right at the start of the show, you've got so much choice, you've got so much to do, and so many exciting sort of parts of this. You'll never be bored, you'll never run out of ideas. It's really, really exciting. And of course, this will work, your emboss and diffuse tool will work with all of your A6 size 3D embossing folders as well. So obviously not limited to the 3D embossing folders that are in this incredible bundle. You can use them with all of your other A6 3D embossing folders as well. So this is your oval. Once again, I'll just turn this around so you can see. I mean, look at that, the wallflower, that beautiful stamp. I mean, it's massive, that on its own. Imagine the embossing technique that Jess just showed you, how gorgeous that's going to look. You've got the oval die, you've got the oval stamp in there as well, and you've got all these wonderful little sentiments that come with it as well. It is a huge bundle, and you're just going to have a world of fun creating and crafting with it. I'll just flick through some of these beautiful samples as well, and there we can see another little demo from Jess. So, in fact, there we go, upside down, there we go. Are they both upside down? Oh, sorry, Adam's like, they're upside down, Rosie. There we go. Don't let yesterday take too much of today. How gorgeous is that? I've never seen that as a sentiment before. It's just a really lovely stamp to have.
It is, isn't it? It's a
beautiful
nice take on it for sure.
It is, and it's a good reminder for everybody. You know, don't dwell on things.
Exactly.
Just enjoy today. Just a note to say hello. I mean, and you can make and sell with all of this, can't you, Jess? So
yeah, complete angel policy. So yeah, you could just keep making and stamping and produce all of these and sell them wherever you like.
And I love the idea, the 3D embossing folders and the diffuse. I think they're going to make such gorgeous sort of covers for your books, for your notebooks, if you're making journals for somebody, wedding cards as well. It just makes things look completely different, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
This is gorgeous. Well, be brave, be beautiful, be bold. Be you. Love it. I love it. What are you going to make for us now, Jess?
I know, I can't decide. I'm going between stamping and emboss and diffuse with some sandable paper. I wonder if, I don't know whether we'll get through both, but I'll show you another fun technique with the stamping, and then if we've got time, I'll sand one of the embossing folders as well.
Oh yeah, because we've got that fantastic paper as well, haven't we? Cardstock, the sandable cardstock.
I tell you what, I'll do that one because I think that'll be more exciting to show you. I'm such such an indecisive little bean. It's my own fault.
So I'm like that as well. Like, give me a menu and I can never decide.
Literally.
This is it. Well, just while you're getting all that ready, I'll just let everyone know at home how to get involved, because there are different ways to shop. You can shop on the web, you can shop on the app. Of course, just remember to check out your baskets. And if you've got any questions about the split pay or anything like that, just give us a ring. 0800 001 4433. You'll be put through to our call centre, who are upstairs, who are absolutely wonderful, and they can talk you through the whole process, okay? But what Jess is about to use, we'll bring this in for you now, so that you can just enjoy it. You've got the A4 and the A6 cardstock, but this is really, really special cardstock, because you can use it with your sanding blocks that also come with this bundle. So there's the perfect sandable sanding block size. What's the grain I'm talking about? There we go. The perfect grain to take away that top layer, and you'll see how it works in just a moment of time. It's really beautiful. Limited stock, £24.99. That's for 40 of your A4. That's for 40 of your A6. And for the 2 sanding blocks in there as well. Okay, so it's all there for you, and we are now limited on this, so best of luck. But yeah, take it away, Jess.
Yeah, so the A6 is perfect for your embossing folders. So I'll grab the embossing folder that I used earlier, but obviously you can use any one.